Okay, guys, finally, we've been waiting for this. The Shield Hero review. Who wants to start? Not everybody all at once.
All
I'll
right.
go.
So, all
No,
right,
I'll
James,
go.
go ahead. James, go ahead.
So are we talking about the whole season or just the finale for now?
Let's talk about whichever you guys want to do.
Yeah, so overall as a season, I think this was amazing. I'm so glad that Sam recommended this to me. Naofumi is a great character. We've seen such incredible growth over 25 episodes.
Yes.
We've seen incredible growth from him, from everyone in his party. Like I love this anime to death. Like I love everything about this. And the season finale ended in a perfect way. I feel like it services the anime in multiple different ways. It sets it up to where if this is the only season that we get, this is a nice bow and you can pretty much imagine whatever you want to happen in the future. Or it sets it up to where these waves are obviously another game world. It's almost like these different game worlds are fighting for survival in a kind of like convergence kind of thing where they might be
Crisis on
converging.
Infinite Earths.
Exactly, like Crisis. Like this could be really sick. Like I don't know where it's going, but I'm with it. So let's go. I need season 2 tomorrow.
Totally agree with James, just because that's how I totally feel about the aspect when I saw Nafumi, his growth from episode 1, hating this world from what they put him in through, being framed as a person who raped a girl, to be framed to be some type of a
Devil.
exile,
A devil, yeah.
and to be exiled from this kingdom. But at the same time, hey, you still need to help us to protect the kingdom, though. But you're still exiled and never be inside here and never talk to these people and don't have parties. I'm like, so how the hell am I supposed to level up and get stronger when I can't even protect the kingdom, when I can't even live here, and I'm supposed to be treated like crap and trash? So what the hell makes no sense? So he had to go through the hard way, get slaves to just to get by, just to live, have food on his table, and to see now by the end of episode 24, to see 25.
Mhm.
So to see where he is now, the reason he protects his world is because of Melty, Raptalia, Philo, the people, the kingdom now, who has changed the hearts over him. I love that.
Yeah, he's the lord
Of a town now,
of a town now. Like he's able to
of demi-humans.
rebuild Naofumi's old home and give the demi-humans some place to live and grow an army to fight the waves for
Yeah.
their way of life. Like it's beautiful, dude.
Raftalia's old home. Yes. Like the
Yeah.
one in ruins, and now he's taken over it. Ray?
So I love this show. I love this show. This is, to me, a very, very, very good example of how you write a character that evolves with over time. Because the character that we start with is nowhere near the character that we end up with, but you can see all the growth. It's not just that he's different or he's powered up or he's got, fancy new. No, this is the same character. Just he grew based on the character interactions and the changes in the world. That's what changed him. He grew with that, and he had to. Like it's the basic. It's a really true hardcore underdog story. He had to work the hardest because the deck was completely stacked against him
In every way.
in every single way. This character had to figure out how to get better because he still had a responsibility to keep, even though he didn't want to be there. He then found connections to the world that made him want to work harder and be better than everybody else. Because he knew that he was a good person, but this world was trying to turn him into a bad person, and he overcame that still. We don't really know who he was before he came to this place, but we knew that he had the most common sense.
Oh,
We
yeah.
also knew that he was probably the one who was actually the most eager to be a hero when he got there. Not just to show off or
Yeah.
have the coolest stuff, but to like be a hero. But then they basically, when he got there, told him they didn't want him to be a hero. They wanted him to assume this role of the devil of the shield. And so he, of course, didn't want to go with that. But then eventually he did, because it's like, if they want me to be the devil, I'll be the devil. I really do compare him to Daredevil to a point, because he decided that's what he wanted to embrace and what he wanted to become. And he did for a time, but then he was also brought back by the people who care about him, and he became the hero that everybody deserved, but, not necessarily wanted, at least right away. I love the fact that these other worlds exist and we're learning about them now. And he's like, in this episode, this last episode, he was like, oh, do I care more about all of this than this person's life? Like, I didn't really want to be here anyway, but I care about these people that I've met, and I want them to live. And my want of them to live is more than this other person. So I was like, that was deep. I was like, ooh, didn't think that they would like twist it that way, because like she was basically like, either you're going to die or I'm going to die, because my world also depends on this. And that was something else. Didn't really expect that. Like you said, Jason, it's definitely, this could be a serious Crisis on Infinite Earths type deal. Like,
Yes.
Well, maybe this group might figure out that, okay, maybe we should be working together, or they have to kill them. They might have to kill this other party from this other world. And then we get another one, So, but how do they decide to find, is there a good ending for this? Or is it just that this world survives and the other ones have to die? So, don't know. But I love it. Shield Hero is one of my favorites currently. I think it's one of my favorites in the past few years, to be completely honest.
Or 17 will use the Dragon Balls and watch all the universes back.
So, I was just thinking of that joke. And like, hopefully somebody did a transition trying to wish on this. I could be like, hold up, how about Angel 17? I was like, damn it, James took it from me.
But I love it. I'm sorry I was really long on that, but I just love the show. It
Oh
just,
no, dude!
it does a lot of
ahead.
stuff that a lot of other anime aren't doing, and it does it really well.
No,
So.
Ray, you did such a good job with hitting all the notes, because like I said in the review with me and Sam, it's something that I totally agree that there's an anime that hit all cylinders. Like the last time I saw it in the anime in the last 19 years, speaking of the 2000s era right now, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, they do the same thing with character development in a short one season type of show, episode 1 through episode 64. So in a such short season, to do it like that, just like right now they're doing it with the Resident Shihiro. But not for me, they did such a great character development show that I such fell in love with. Like, this would be my top 10 of some type of this era or whatever. But I love this anime with the way they have done it, and they use the characters.
When I said, you said Fullmetal Alchemist, I'm like, man, but there's still such a gap between this and Fullmetal Alchemist.
It's getting there. It's definitely getting there.
It might get there, but Fullmetal Alchemist is just so good.
I know, but it's
Perfection.
it's there.
Literally.
And what I love about the show is that in the episode 25, they brought all the characters we saw. Chong-Li,
The Granny.
the granny came out of nowhere like, hello, what other stories they have? Like, yo, Granny, how you still teaching people to fight?
To me, that was like the best parts of a video game
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
anime, written
That's
well,
what I
because
thought it.
establishing a home base and these characters that he met along the way and helped, they are now coming back to his home base to help him. I was like,
And then,
that's
okay.
some video game stuff I never
They
seen.
respect him. They respect him enough to
Really,
move
exactly.
from where they were to live in
Yes.
his nation. Like it's
They
So-
left all from the kingdom just because they heard, oh, he's gonna be the lord of this town / nation. Oh, I'm gonna be where I will give respect and good wealth, good house, good whatever, because he's there. We respect it, and that's what I love about it. The people, and plus the librarian, the witch, all of them came there just because of him, and that's beautiful.
It sounds like Animal Crossing when you guys said it, like transferring
hilarious.
over to
No,
Travis.
for real though. Like he made all these friends with all these people on the way by doing
It's true.
what he does, and they wanted to be a part of that. And that speaks volumes to a character. That's a leader. Like
That's a leader.
that is something that you don't really get in anime. You get these heroes, but he's also a leader, and that's a big
Yeah.
deal.
We have the fake heroes. We have the spear hero, and also, guys, tell me
Listen,
now.
those
How-
they're not heroes. I'm taking that name for them. They ain't heroes no more. They
Hold
just
up,
people with
hold up.
weapons.
I want to ask this: how was the spear hero saying at the end of the credits, saying, "I'm gonna get stronger," but my dude's fighting the balloons? How does
I
that make
think
sense?
that was just like technique training. I think.
Maybe.
So I actually hate the bow hero the most now.
Same.
Why?
Same.
Why?
I
Wait,
hate
first
him.
off, James. Why?
His attitude stinks.
Oh,
Still.
like-
yeah, what he did to one of his party member kind of thing. He was
Yeah,
dick.
it's that he's also intelligent, but he doesn't do anything intelligent.
Arrogant. Like
And
that's what it is.
Arrogant.
Arrogant and ignorant. That's
Right.
exactly what that character is.
Thank you.
And I can't stand it. Like this, the spear hero was just an absolute moron.
He's just stupid.
But some like people like that, they actually can learn. But people who are
Said-
arrogant
He
and
said,
will never change.
Superhero said exactly this. Hey, let's go visit Nafumi's town and let's go visit Philo. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
he's
he's
on.
still a pedophile.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, the artist and a pedophile. But the boy hero said, oh, he has his own domain. Well, let me do this and this. I'm like, wait a minute. So you're really stupid. Like, I cannot believe that we're on the same page because I was about to say as well, I hate the boy hero. And like, how did you make me hate the spear hero who literally tried to flirt with bitch and as well say, let's go visit Philo as well, you pedophile. But then the boy hero just made me hate him no more because of what he did in this episode. He
Well-
drew one of his party members and said this stupid stuff.
A piece
then
of
the credits-
garbage.
Well, you know why? Because the spear hero didn't know any better. He had somebody smarter than and more cunning than him, whispering and tainting the way he thought. The bow hero is smart enough to know better, but he's still an asshole.
What's so stupid is that he did the same thing what the spear hero did. He trusted his own party and said, believe what the party, his entire group of the party told her to abandon her, even though she was like one of the MVP of that last battle.
She
She
was
saved,
the MVP.
Saved so many
Saved
people.
the day.
She saved so many people that actually saved the heroes at the very end.
maybe even saved a world. Whichever side won, you'd save a world. Like, seriously. And
man.
like, you just throw her off, say she's useless, she's trash and shit. She literally got the Neifumi experience, and Neifumi is like, no, don't worry, we're gonna make you strong.
I love that scene because immediately he empathized with her and he
Exactly.
found
That's it.
common
He had
ground
empathy.
with her.
He was like, you know what? Nah, I don't even care. That's all I needed to hear. You're in my party now. You know, don't blame me.
And plus, what I love about it is that Glass. I want to see the last battle between Glass and plus Nofumi. I want to see the both last ultimate attack. Blood sacrifice
that would-
versus her. I want to see that. Like, let's go.
That would have made it too shonen, I think, at
Yeah.
that point.
We'll see it next season.
Yeah, I think so too.
They
'Cause
need
he'll have-
to set it up.
They need and plus now Fumi needs a special that literally doesn't kill him, and so I think they're gonna give him a new like special that's not gonna murder him. So
I agree
that's
because
like because blood sacrifice is literally the final.
I mean,
ball.
They already determined that the Soul Eater shield is the most effective thing against her, so
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he will use that with a combination
He'll
of
figure it out.
Ralph
Exactly.
Talia and Philo.
But
And
I
they'll
don't,
figure it out.
I don't think we see blood sacrifice again officially for a long time. If
I agree.
and plus what I like is that he's smart. He said we're gonna rebuild an army in this town of mine, and I love that he acknowledged that we need an army to fight these waves, not just people, not just
Well,
foot soldiers. We need an army. So
it
I love how
almost
he does
this
that.
episode almost made me cry because
Same,
you knew what he was doing. He was like he's building a better life for them because he still knows that there's a chance that he leaves when this is done, that he's just gonna get taken away.
Well, I
Uh-huh.
mean, I'm in this season finale. I felt like this episode pretty much put it in cement that he wasn't planning on leaving. Like,
Well, that's the thing.
Down
He
route
doesn't want to leave, but we
everyone,
still don't know
including
how it works, right? Like we don't know
Yeah.
if he's just like it's done, boom, transported out, or does he get the choice?
And plus,
So he's setting it up that if it happened to work that way, that maybe they are better off than when he met them.
okay,
and plus, Ray said something so true. I was gonna cry in this episode too, my guy. Ralph Talia expressing her emotions and
Yes.
feelings, telling like, "No, for me, like, please don't go." I was like,
Because
"Girl,
she knew what he was doing. She's like, I'm not dumb. I see what you're doing. And I was like, oh no, she figured it out.
I'm like, damn, like, bitch, don't talk no more. You about to make me emotional and cry. I'm like, damn, Ralph Talia." Whew.
like
No,
he's
I love her character.
everything that a hero should be. Like,
Thank
what
you.
was the reward that he wanted? He wanted land so that he can give people that don't have a home and give them a home. That's what a hero
Them a better
does.
life.
Not
Exactly.
just about meteor shot and all of these stupid other fucking attacks. Like,
God.
this is what a hero does. He's
Mhm.
giving these people a home, jobs, like they're able to fish again. He's giving these people back their way of life.
So he being a good president, that's something that we have never seen
I don't know. Our queen is pretty good. Don't diss my queen.
Yeah,
Queen
Queen's.
is amazing.
Oh yeah, the queen is very good.
I love the queen.
She's
I
super
love
hot.
the queen.
Curious to know. It sucks that Sam can't really say much because he's read the manga and the light novel. But I love how us three guys right now just talking spoilers. I mean, we're just talking theories. But I'm really curious to know what was the Trash King talking about, because the Trash King looked like he was trying to do, to turn into something sneaky.
Mhm.
But then the queen just
Don't
came.
give him the title of king. His name is Trash.
Yep.
It's trash.
Sorry, trash only. I'm curious to know what he was up to, because he, like, of course, once you was a king and you go and step down, you still have some followers. So I'm curious to
Step
know.
down. That boy got threw off a mountain.
Not really. He doesn't actually have the power. Remember, like the queen stripped him and his
Or
daughter
stripped of their
title.
title.
All their titles and
Well, I'm
their,
curious
yep,
to know.
everything.
I'm just curious to know what he's up to. Oh, was he up to anything? So I'm really curious to know what's more about that when we get season 2. Because, like James said in the beginning of the full review, what the hell is season 2 of happening? When is Crunchyroll gonna announce it and everything? Because I want season 2 happening. So I'm really excited for that to see more of the whole Nafumi party, everything, and to see more girls involving, because the slave merchant was very upset about it. He's like, damn, he's not gonna be coming out here. Oh, he was my best customer.
But then he was talking to the servant of the queen, saying, "Hey, you're gonna continue to make us some money, though, right?" Question mark. And I go, "Excuse me, what? What does that mean, sir? What does that mean?"
Mhm.
I mean, he's a guy that can pretty much find anything. He's
Uh-huh.
that guy. So
Uh-huh.
I don't think they're getting like slaves or anything. But
Well, that's what I was telling Sam that in the pre-show. I was like, I don't think they're getting them slaves, and I don't even think he was talking about
Yeah.
Nafuma. I think they were talking about something different.
yeah, he's just the guy to
Um,
find the things that you just can't find legally.
Because now we know that there are other cardinal weapons. So, I mean, we can't even call them cardinal weapons. We just know there are
No.
other hero weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are at though?
Well,
You
I
know?
don't. Well,
How do we get to these other worlds? Are we going to go to other worlds now to fight off invasions before they come to us?
I want to see like them be teleported to other worlds, because
Mhm.
we saw Glass World. Glass World is like Japan time. It's very
Feudal Lord,
yeah,
yes.
feudal lords,
So
samurai,
I love
yeah.
that. So I really want to see what's other worlds like. If they're more very futuristic, if they're cars, stuff like that, or they're more type of knights. So I really want to see them.
Yeah,
They're
that's
really
stuff they
strong.
play with. Because yeah, and they're really strong. I'm like, how did they be so strong? Like,
Fans.
but yeah, she's the fan hero. I think Lark is his name. Is he like,
Yeah.
was he the Scythe hero? I'm
Yes, he
sure.
is. He's a side hero.
It's like
So
here-
I'm like, okay, what else? Like, they could do a very Fate type deal with this. This is like less dark Fate. Even though this is really dark, Fate is still stupid dark, and it's similar to.
Can we get new sword and bow and spear heroes then?
That'd be great, by the way, because I don't think I'll ever like them.
it'll only happen if they die, and I could only be so lucky.
But the thing is that they can't, because like if a cardinal hero dies, like the world gets destroyed. Like all 4 of them dies, the world gets destroyed. Pretty
But
much.
what if only 3 of them die?
well,
Yeah,
can I
then
get,
there's
they
3
cannot
new
get
heroes
new
are
ones
chosen.
until the She-Hero dies. So I'm like, that kind of sucks.
No, they technically can't, because if one of them dies, then the entire world is destroyed. Because I think Victoria, the queen, said that all 4 needs to work together in order for the world to survive. If you can't work together, or if one of you die, basically we have to bring back new hero. Everybody has to have a new hero, which Victoria threatened Nefumi, saying like, if you're not gonna work together, I'm gonna have to kill all
Yeah.
4 of you just to
And
kill
she
you
could
all.
have too. She could have done it too.
And she
Because they got washed by one attack, and I'm still
Yeah.
mad about it. One attack, and they got washed.
Philo is going to be the future queen. I can't wait for that. That is going to be
So
interesting.
I will tell you something. I went from dubbed directly into sub, by the way.
Mhm.
Not that big a difference. The only voice I wasn't a real big fan of was Philo's.
a
Really?
little bit.
Okay.
I think hers was the only, like, I liked her dub voice much more.
For
Okay.
me,
She sounds a lot like a super child in Japanese, and I'm like, ooh, okay.
for
Yeah.
me,
Um,
the
She's
different.
not that like she's pretty young though. Even though she's a
But I
bird.
just was like, oh no, this sounds like a toddler, and that's kind of creepy to me.
Wow.
So,
all the more making the spear hero even more of an pedophile evil.
so I was just like, ooh, I don't like this.
Understandable.
But no, I love Shield Hero. So good. So good.
Definitely can't wait for season 2. If season 2 is announced saying like 2022, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna read the manga. So like, if it's too far and I have the time, maybe I'll catch the manga because like I really want to know more about the world because what Ray said, this world is so different because it's not a anime trope, it's a game trope, and it's something we don't see every day and done well. Just like Watchmen Grandchild. So I love how it's very well done. So definitely the game trope idea where I'm not always playing games like the King of Games. This anime gives a great example being well done.
Like I kind of don't be mad at me for this. It's just I feel like it takes the idea of the game world from Sword Art Online and perfects it. Honestly,
No,
it does it so much better.
I won't argue with that.
Like this is a really good game world. I would love if they make games set in these worlds.
Yeah, it's a game world, but it's kind of based more in realism.
Exactly, and I would love a game like that.
I was just about to ask you, Kim Games. I was about to ask you, do you think they could develop a game like this in the future?
Heck yeah.
They definitely can.
Just make it something similar to how Fatal Bullet runs, Sword Art Fatal Bullet runs, where you exist in the world as a summoned hero, and you get to pick the type of weapon that you use. That's not one of the 4 Cardinal Heroes weapons. You just get to pick a different weapon, and you exist in this universe.
I like that.
Because let's be real, like if it's an actual Crisis on Infinite Earth type deal, there's a chance they could probably summon more heroes. They just limited it to 4 because that's all they know. There's a chance there could be
shit. Can you imagine Naofumi absorbing different materials from other worlds into
exactly? Wouldn't that be nuts?
Question, Sam: is there a gun hero?
No.
Dang it.
I'm about to say, dang it!
They're not that modern.
I mean, they'll be boring in my opinion.
Yeah, that's just gonna like.
Is there a flail hero?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there a flail hero or a mace hero?
They actually will be a mace hero.
Interesting.
I like maces. Maces are crazy.
I mean, there's also a cane hero as well.
Okay, that's whack. Whatever.
That's more of a magic kind of thing though, like like staff kind of full on magic
the
work.
Jewel chick.
But also a commander kind of
thing.
The
Jewel girl is overpowered. She could have beat everybody by herself if she actually tried.
Yeah, she's super OP.
But the best part of those heroes is that I don't want to kill anybody else, just the heroes, because I need to save my world. And I don't want to cause any more casualties. Technically, Lark and Therese and Glass, technically, they're also real heroes. They don't want any civilians to die, and they had to do what they had to do to protect their own world.
But killing the heroes will destroy the world, so you're still killing people. I guess they just don't want to do it at their hands.
You're killing a whole world.
They just don't want to think about it. They just want to think about it like, hey guys.
I mean, it's not like in case they lose, they at least kill the soldiers that was on the ship. Like no, like they cause the ship on fire, but like nope, let me cause the rain, let me pour out the fires and all that stuff. And then, like, don't get in our way, because this is just a hero versus heroes kind of fight.
When it comes to question before we do finish with the review, who's your favorite character that's not one of the main heroes or main character? Who's your favorite side character?
Oh man,
that's a lot.
Oh well, that's easy. Ralph Talia.
Ralph Talia?
I think she has so much rich backstory. She has grown from literally the dirt. She has grown from being taken from her home into slavery, trafficking, and she has become like pretty much the right hand to arguably, who knows, one of the greatest Shield heroes ever, right? And she's becoming her own woman, her own person, and she's going to be her own like great hero in the world, I assume. And it's easily Ralph Talia for me.
For me, it has to be the sales merchant guy.
The blacksmith?
The blacksmith. His puns, his jokes to every time they come in, like, oh, how you doing, guy? Oh, can we do this? Okay, cool. Can you pay me? Can you not steal my merchant? Can you not copy stuff? Like, I just love his jokes.
Yeah, can you just not copy my materials?
Like, don't come here touching all my stuff now for me.
Like, for me, get out. So
I think the funniest thing is he knew about that skill and he didn't tell him.
Probably,
buddy.
So
he has to make money somehow, because if the spear, the sword, and the bow hero did the same shit, he needs to make.
I guarantee they did.
And he needs to make money somehow.
So for me, he's my favorite side character that does not involve that doesn't involve the main party. After that, it will be the queen. So definitely, for me, is the blacksmith and the queen.
Dre?
I gotta say, it's Ralph Talia and the Queen for sure. God, Ralph Talia is so good. I do wish that, like, of course, now, and I'm sure if they give us more, her wants and needs will expand beyond Naofumi, because currently right now her only motivation is Naofumi, and I'm like, I need a little bit more. I need more. Like, she's come from nothing, and he basically is the one who took her out of that and gave her a purpose, and I get that, but I need her to have more ambition and wants beyond him.
Agreed in that.
So do you want romance between them? Do you want them to ship?
That's inevitable. That is literally inevitable.
It don't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either. I just, it's a game world, so yeah, cool. But then definitely the Queen. Although I know there's more to the Queen. There's a lot more to that character that I would like to learn.
The thing that I wanted more from the Queen was her Amber Black Ops squad. We saw so little.
We'll get more.
Well, I'm like, but like I'm like, is that even her squad? Like,
it is.
That's her squad. They're not there to like work with her, but they're sent by somebody else.
That's her. That's like her own special Anbu.
I like it a lot. So
her squad more like there's so many like, okay, you just came in like a couple of times, couple of scenes. Like, can I have more of you? Like,
I love the Queen. When they say God save the Queen, oh yeah, save the Queen. Yeah.
Like, I want them to be a couple. I just don't want like an SAO type thing where there's like 2 episodes of just them in a house and
please don't
them fishing
please
and
don't.
walking
Just
through the forests. And
exactly. Thank you.
I don't care.
No.
They can be a couple, just not that.
That's not gonna happen, because we've seen that from that beach episode of how they feel me. Oh, yeah, perfect cost. Here, wear this. We're going underwater to that temple, that sort of thing. He did not see any romance, but he did just focused on his own work or for mission or to explore anything other else. But to see her as, it's sad, but not to see her as a woman, but literally just see her as a partner or a party member.
At the end of this episode, he definitely did though.
Yeah,
he definitely saw her as more than just a companion. So,
definitely. I'm not gonna say any more, but season 2, there should definitely be a season 2. There's definitely gonna be more monsters, powerful enemies. Naofumi, you literally will see Naofumi know how to take over, like literally be the lord of this entire town that he's taken over into. Definitely, you're gonna learn more about the slave merchant. You're gonna also learn, apparently, the 3 stupid non-heroes is gonna be doing stupid retarded stuff.
Oh, of course. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind, because they still think it's a game. They still haven't really. I don't think they've grasped the realness of the situation. I don't think they
haven't. Definitely not.
They haven't. Like, if they're gonna go into another season or at least another 26 episode, they're gonna you'll finally get their just desserts.
Oh, so they're gonna die?
No.
Well, then that's not dessert, Sam.
Yeah.
But they'll learn the hard way, like Naofumi did. They'll learn the hard way. They'll get some redemption. But definitely, keep an eye on that Chun-Li woman, because she's the key. She's the key. Like, like her martial arts is the key.
Interesting.
Okay,
All
interesting. Cool.
That makes like I was thinking. Okay, so I'll be real with you. I was thinking that the whole time. I'm like, why doesn't Naofumi just learn how to fight? He could just punch people in the face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please. I'm like, but it never happened. I'm like, it's definitely like Deku learning how to use his feet. I'm like, Naofumi, you could just learn how to fight.
Why do you think he said, like, yo, I already got you a new student for you right there?
Just learn how to fight, you idiot. You're a hero, but you can still punch people in the face.
That is implying that he'll be learning how to fight then.
I'm really glad that you said that, because I've sat there a few times like, Naofumi, if you just knew how to fight, this wouldn't have been a problem. But okay.
Yeah. he literally goes around his whole, he can't attack kind of model. He can
think about it. If you think about it, 80% of his fighting style is standing in one spot.
Yeah, he holds the shield and he says, Ralph Talia!
Yeah, exactly. That's literally it. So I'm like, man, if he learned how to fight, he'd be dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Strike shield.
I mean, there are some like kung fu martial arts that where you don't need to
That
move your
sounds
places.
wonderful. That would make me
Uh,
very happy. If he learns kung fu, I will be so happy. Let me tell you.
He'll be the Neo for you. I know
Yes,
kung fu.
I know kung fu. Shield fu. I want it so bad.
Show me. Oh, he's gonna like Captain America, throw his shield around and shit.
That'd be great. But man, yeah, I think it was the episode where he was fighting the spear hero the second time. And I'm like, just punch him in the face. Like just run up and punch him in the face. You can block enough that you can get close enough and literally hit him in the mouth. But no.
I mean, like the only time he actually did punch was like those balls, but only had like hit like one
That was
attack.
like the first episode, Sam.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that was it.
Because he can't really attack, and
Well, he didn't know how. But like I said,
he'll learn.
he could fight.
He's
That's
gonna
good
learn.
to know. That's good to know. Thank you, Sam.
I won't say anymore because there's so much great stuff. I definitely would because the light novel they finished since early 2000s, and the story is already set. The manga is just trying to work around it so it could work with the light novel, and the anime is just working around with the manga itself as well. So definitely, it's gonna be fantastic. This is the series that got me loving the isekai genre, and that got me reading so much more. And I'm so glad that you guys felt it after you finished your Hero. You guys like, damn, now you know why I enjoy this series so much. It's because this is not comedy. This is not a whole harem trope. This is not I'll beat him with a super OP attack. And I was like, no, this is all serious, real, like isekai, real game world, real situation kind of thing. And this fits me. And I love this kind of genre trope because this is serious isekai, not comedy, serious. And
I love this. I love this review, guys, with you, and thank you, Sam, for putting this show onto us.
You guys are really welcome. I'll look for more isekais genre, and I definitely would recommend you guys some.
No, I'm good with this one. This is the only one I need.
I need more.
I need more and better ones than West Migrant Child. So let's go.
F that show.